Okay guys, so I got this, got the box obviously, I got this, the new plug, so it just plugs right, we're just gonna, and I got, we're gonna put that on, but I picked this up at AutoZone. It's yeah, it's called heat shrink tubing. That's what I thought it was called, but there you go. Anyway. Oh, it gives you some, we're not going to need those though, because I got heat shrink tubing. And I also have solder, so if I need to solder some stuff, I will, but I'm going to try to run it without solder, so let's jump right into it. Show you the old plug here. Okay guys, so see this plug right here, how it's like there's nothing holding it on. I don't even have to push down right here to get it off. First of all, that's the first problem. Second problem is that every time you try to put basically you wiggle this wiggle that any, or it wiggles at all, the engine moves whenever you like go under acceleration. Every time I do, I get a misfire code, and I know this is what's causing it because the engine like will twist this way and cause this to kind of, because actually I could show you what it would sound like, so let's do that real quick. Okay guys, I'm gonna start her up, and this will be on 3 cylinders. This is what this car sounds like on 3 cylinders. That was my power bank falling. That was nothing important, so that's good. So that's what it sounds like on 3 cylinders. You can hear there's like a little bit of a rumble. You can see the engine moving a little bit. It's kind of stumbling. Doesn't sound right. And then if I go to plug this back in, check this out. If I don't get shocked. Be right back. Back guys. Alright, listen to it whenever I plug this coil plug in. Hear it steady out. Hear it steady out. Now it's running on 4. Well, partially. I can still hear a misfire. If I pull it up, no change because it was misfiring right there. I can hear the difference. You push it back down. Hold on. Okay, that's running on 3. Let's see if we can get it to that's running on 4. Wait. It's hard to do anything with these gloves, but there we go. That's running on 4. It sounds like 4 partially, so it doesn't sound like all the way there. We can replay this and then like maybe an after clip whenever I get this installed. See if it sounds any different. It sounds like it's stumbling just a hair to me anyways. But I don't know, it's acting pretty solid right now, but let's replace that anyways. It can't be like that, I mean. Look here. This guy right here. And also I was driving down the road one day and it just fell off, so. But all these are wiggly. They're like, I mean, should be tight. I mean, just like all these. These look good still. But New one, let's put that on. You can see bare wires too. I don't really like that. You can see that in the camera perfectly fine. So, and look at these wires, perfectly good. Let's put those on. We're gonna start by, I don't want to make this more difficult than what it needs to be. Look at diagrams and all this different stuff that you usually can't find on Google. You have to call the dealer or have your book. I have my book, so I can look at the book, but I really don't feel like it. So what we're gonna do is just replicate what we see. Okay. So this one's obviously gonna go here. So I'm gonna cut this one first. We'll cut it back to. Let's see how much we got to play with here. Ooh, all these wires have been very hot. It's not good. I think that's some old heat shrink. But yeah, we'll cut that back to like right there. Right about there. I do this the old-fashioned way. See what I do here. We could use all this wire. Might as well have more wire than not. I mean, I might come back later and solder this, but I probably won't, as long as it's making good connection. Gosh, I really should though. I should show you all the right way if I'm gonna do it. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna get my solder gun out too. Get it ready, be right back. There's my soldering iron. If you don't have one, you can pick one up for probably, I don't know, probably 25 bucks at Harbor Freight, if not less. I'm gonna get you a good one where it gets pretty hot. And I just got this kind of solder right here. It's, I forget what kind of solder this is. It says it's acid core solder. I don't know much about solder, I don't know much about electrical. I know that you're supposed to solder things. I think you're supposed to use silver solder on a lot of things, but I think that also melts quicker. So I don't think we want that. That stuff's really hard to melt, so let's set this back down. Alright, first cut the first one. We're gonna look at them just like this. We're gonna cut the first one. I think I ran over my other snips. We want to still save this one, so let's cut it. We're going to cut it down here anyway, so let's save a little bit of that, okay? And we're just going to snip it right there. Done. And that'll be the first one right here, you see? It doesn't get much easier than that. It'll be this one, okay? See? Okay? I think you can see that. We're just going to leave this wire on here. And what we're going to have to do is take this stuff. Somebody just yelled hello. Take this stuff, see it's like tubes. I think it gives us, yeah, it gives us plenty to do this professionally. Okay, so you just take this, slide it right over, right? You want to be snug up against there, and then we're going to cut it back a little bit. So it's going to be like, we're going to cut, say, that much off, okay? Right there. So let's do that. And we'll save the excess, by the way. We'll save that. There we go. And then you're going to want to strip the wire. If you're really good at it, you want to, or if you're not good at it, you want to do that before. But if you're good at it, you just go ahead and barely do it. Barely do it on the wall. Do it again on this side. Should pull right off. And actually, I kind of just messed up a little bit. So, Obviously, I'm not very good at it. See, but I'm not a wiring guy, and I don't profess to be a wiring guy, so here we'll try this again. Barely do it. Barely do it. Pull. There we go. The whole thing is coming off of there now. The whole sleeve, instead of like getting wires with it. So now you got good. Here, maybe we'll do that to every single one of them. Here, we'll chop these off even. First like that, see? And then we'll go ahead and see if we can successfully do every single one of these first. If you have there's a tool to do this perfect. There's a tool to do this perfect every time. You just kind of like spin it around the thing and the wire, and it just comes right off there every single time. Perfect. So now we got these. You don't want to spin them too much because you want the solder to go down in there pretty easy. You just want to get them all nice. Now we got that. Okay. So now we can strip this wire. Really would be in y'all's best interest if you don't know your strength. I would just go ahead and get some wire cutters, because that would be best. I don't want to steer you in the wrong direction. Right on this one. This one's going to be a little bit different because it's brittle and it's connected to something too, so. Another way you can do this is if you have a lighter. This might be smart. If y'all have a lighter, guys, not sponsored by Bic, but could be. You just want to light this up a little bit, get it all good and hot. See this? The wire just came right out. So we got that without stressing this too much. You know what I mean? The wiring harness. I'm gonna like loosen these up because they've been in the sleeve forever. They get hot, and see how I loosen those up. You just want those to be loose, ready for solder. If you have what's that stuff called? Flux. You dip it in flux, I think is what it's called, and it makes your solder stick. I don't have that. You also dip your solder gun in it and flux your solder gun. I used to work on RC cars. That's the only way I know all this stuff. But I used to be hardcore, and my RC cars used to go like 80 miles an hour. We had it on Roosevelt Boulevard in traffic. It was so awesome. Where's? Oh, here it is. Flip this guy over. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to. Okay, what we can do to hold this together good, what we'll do is we'll wind it up like this. You see how I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just kind of the old-fashioned, just wind her up kind of deal. Not too tight, but you want her to be tight for now, but you want it to be tighter after you get the solder on. It'll be tighter, believe me. Solder sticks. These two gloves right here. Put like the fingers over here, okay? Because you don't want that to burn through the valve cover. The valve cover's right there. If there was something metal right there, it'd be different, but it's valve cover, so that'll work right there. My glove. Now if it drips, it's gonna drip right on my glove, okay? Don't get on me in the comment section, guys. should be sufficient. You don't want to glob it on there too big. But if you notice, you try to pull these now and it's rock solid. You don't want to like pull on it like most guys do to test their. Okay, so then all you do, when that one's done, you think you have it where you want it. You see that? Yeah. Yes. Lightly. You have to sometimes put a lot of heat into this stuff to get it to shrink down good, but you want it to be shrunk down really good, okay? So, and that's not yet, so. I mean, it is on here, so you don't have to do that part anymore. But you just want to get it kind of hot. You can see it's still shrinking. As long as it's still shrinking, you can still heat it. You just want to do it in increments. Believe me, this stuff will shrink. If it's anything like what I used in the past, it'll shrink. That's pretty tight. Okay, so batter's hot. Now we can move on to the second one. Cut it. You have to cut it. Your wire is way too screwed. You need to cut it. That's it. Let's plug her in, see how she runs. By God. Plug it right in. clicks. You hear that click. That looks like it'll be good right there. Sounds really good, actually. What you heard in the beginning was a lifter. I'm pretty sure it's a lifter, because that's the kind of noise they make. And yeah, that's about it, guys. We got it all. Now, whichever way you move this, it ain't gonna affect it. So, yep, we're good to go. And yeah, I'm gonna go give it a couple revs, show you all the engine forth back and forth. What's up, guys? This is the end of the video. Smash the thumbs up button if you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you like the content. And I'm super tired. I've been up all night editing, pushing on videos, and each video is taking me about approximately, just say about 4 hours. And yeah, just and a little bit longer than that too, because I was having some technical difficulties. So, and also I've been dealing with other things that I don't really want to talk about, but I have some plans coming up to film some other stuff. I hope to do that here soon, and I hope y'all can come along for the ride. And anyway, if you can tell my eyes, I'm tired. Anyway, guys, I'll probably film the next couple days something random again. Come up with a new video idea. Just if you have any video ideas, leave them down in the comment section below. I will see what I can do. Can't promise anything, but if you say something good, I can always make a random edit. I've never done a skit before. That might be something I do in the future, but that'll be with Sean and Brian and them, obviously. But anyway, I'm talking too much. I will see you guys soon. Anything else? No. Until next time, peace.